Hello, my name is Danielle DeMar, and I'm the treasurer for the nonprofit organization called Giving Tree. I'm going to discuss how nonprofits find investors, how they do fundraising, payroll, and bookkeeping. Um, I'll also talk about the fundraising project that our organization is doing and the costs associated with it, um, and just give a brief breakdown of what we were planning to do. How payroll works in a nonprofit is pretty similar to a regular corporation for profit. They have the same taxes like Medicare and Social Security. They have the same benefit packages such as health insurance and vacation time. But where they differ is when bonuses or commissions are concerned. The reason for this is because usually this is seen as an incentive or to increase organizations' profits. Um, or sales with some exceptions, but that would be irrelevant in a nonprofit. Charitable organizations can be tax exempt, but only if they're charities, and that basically makes them eligible for non tax deductions to people who donate to their organizations. Fundraising is usually done by donations for the most part. There are other ways that I'll get into later, but some things that the state's Association of Nonprofits offers is also workshops, peer learning, and discounts on goods and services that can also be used by charities for fundraising. Another option for nonprofits to get a kickstart is by using fiscal sponsors who are usually used on newer nonprofits who need help raising funds and who might lack the financial knowledge necessary to run the nonprofit. It is common for administration fee to be charged, and that's generally part of the budget for the organization. This can be found in a few different ways. One way would be finding an angel investor. Angel investors can consist of a single individual or a family trust, and they basically invest money in a nonprofit organization for either a percentage of the ownership or convertible debt of the organization. Another way to make sure the nonprofit stays afloat and has money coming in is to invest their money in grants that build capacity. So basically, they would be meant for planning and building the nonprofit, which are critical to their survival and longevity, despite it not actually directly going towards projects. Bookkeeping is a little different as well for nonprofits. In a nonprofit, there are no owners as opposed to corporations who are owned by shareholders. Included in their financial statements are the statement of financial position, statement of activities, statement of functional expenses, statement of cash flows, and notes to the financial statements. The total assets less the liabilities are reported as net assets as opposed to stockholders' equity. Revenues can come from donors, membership dues, program fees, fundraising events, grants, and investment income. So for our project, we wanted to donate to the homeless youth in Fairbanks, and so I created a budget that would consist of being able to have a booth at Fred Meyer's, collecting gift cards, printing brochures, wrapping gifts, and then volunteer hours. So the Fairbanks Youth Advocates say that there are about 112 homeless youths that have visited shelters this year. So that can give a good estimate. So that would probably be between 100 and 150 at any given time. So I called Fred Meyer, and as long as we are a nonprofit organization, we could set up a booth for free on the weekend. So for about 3 hours, we would need 6 hours of volunteer time from 2 people. I also suggested having coffee and cookies to bring people to the table, but that's also optional. And then I called FedEx and they gave me a quote on brochures for either in black and white printer paper or sticker paper, which is higher quality. And we could print out between 300 and 600 brochures. So here's the breakdown of the costs associated with our project. For booth space for 3 hours, for 2 days, that would be free. Brochures on colored printer paper would be $88 and up to $139 depending on how much we printed. Brochures on sticker paper would be between $136 to $235. And the price per folding per sheet is 3 cents. Coffee is $20, cream is $11, sugar is $34, cookies would be $125, wrapping paper would be $20. Gift cards for $100 to $150 would be at $10 each, would be $1,000 to $1,500 for a grand total of about $1,300 to $1,900. Thank you.